So here we go. In my hands, the latest update. Forbes article, the 4-day work week is now starting to spread around the globe. In June, 70 companies, actually over 70 companies in the United Kingdom, embarked on a 6-month pilot program for a 4-day work week. Midway through the trial run, here's where they are. The nonprofit that is spearheading this movement is called 4-Day Week Global. And they are now reporting halfway through the 6-month trial that productivity has been maintained or improved at 95% of the participating firms. So it's halfway through, but apparently productivity has maintained or gotten better. So, okay, very interesting. And that 86% of the participating companies plan to continue the 4-day work week once the trial ends. Now, this is spreading. The 4-Day Week Global organization founded by Andrew Barnes and Charlotte Lockhart. They've been championing this as a new way of working that they believe will improve productivity, worker health, stronger families and communities. New Zealand had a company called Perpetual Guardian that adopted this, and they are saying it was wildly successful. 2 things they pointed out: productivity increased and employee stress declined. Scotland launched a trial, 4-day work week, and then was so popular that the ruling Scottish National Party said they were going to try to make it a law. Workers had their hours reduced by 20%, but did not have any change in compensation. They reported that it saw enhanced employee well-being and positively impacted the bottom line. Spain and its government agreed to do a 32-hour work week over 3 years without cutting compensation. And this is brand new, so no data there, but this is now launching. Japan is now about ready to launch a similar program. And the government of Japan is leading the charge, so they will do this with government employees, a 4-day work week. Now, this is significant because Japan has been so known for people working crazy long hours that the Japanese people have created a term for it called karoshi, and it is death by overwork. I mean, this is like a thing. And so, wow, eyes on Japan on this one. This will be very, very interesting because of the Japanese culture on this and what the Japanese people have said. They're saying, hey, I'm not doing it anymore. Iceland. By the way, does anybody work in Iceland? I'm kidding. But, I mean, I see all the pictures of Iceland. Like, I got one of my kids is telling me, Dad, I really want to take a family vacation to Iceland. My middle son, Chase, he's a worldly kid. He's like, Dad, check it out. So I'm spending some time with Chase looking at, I've gone on the websites and stuff. Amanda, it's pretty beautiful. If I lived in Iceland, I'd have a hard time working indoors. That's my point. All right. Recent study of 2,500 workers in Iceland was conducted to see if the shortened work days led to more productivity and a happier workforce between 2015 and 2019. And I bring this study up because it's sizable. 4 years they conducted this test. Theirs was slightly different, a 36-hour work week, but no cut in pay. And they said it works great. They love it in Iceland. Belgium is now looking at it. So here we go. So, and I got to be careful because when I report things, this is the world we live in today. Well, people will hear me say something and I'm reporting the facts. And then people go, well, Ken, are you endorsing a 4-day work week? What does Dave Ramsey think about that? Well, first of all, I'm not endorsing it. I'm a man of the people. So I bring you the facts. I bring you the data. But let's look at what the experts and people that are leading these studies and government officials, all the people are saying is the positive play for a 4-day work week. Okay. And I'm going to give you my opinion momentarily on where I think it's going. An extra day of life. I means you're more likely to rest, exercise, schedule doctor visits, enjoy the outdoors, start a hobby, start a side business, play with your kids, volunteer. Now, if you look at where we stand in America right now, 2021 Harvard Business Review global survey, but specifically these are the findings for American workers. 89% said that work life was getting worse. 85% reported lower levels of well-being, and 62% said they had experienced burnout during the pandemic. Now, employers who participated in these pilots are saying that there is increased productivity, stronger talent attraction, and retention of the talent, and sometimes even lower overhead. Now, I want to point out, Alex, we have a guest coming on the program soon who is she runs an agency in Arizona, and she did this, if I'm not mistaken, the 4-day work week. And she's gone public that they did it. They liked it at first, but it created a lot of issues, and they decided not to do it. So I'm going to cover this from all sides. So the issues become the type of business you run and the transitions and the systems that have to change or evolve for this to be implemented properly. But the numbers are good. So where do I think it's going? I think that it's going to be a major company or two in the United States that will try this. And I think it's probably going to have some positives. And they probably won't adopt it for their entire operation. But just like we saw in the pandemic when Walmart and Target came out and said, we're going to take our minimum wage, not the federal minimum wage, and we're going to move to $20 an hour. And then we're going to pay for your tuition if you come work for us. And you see the dominoes begin to fall. Do I think the 4-day work week is coming to the United States? Yes, I do. The world of work is changing, folks.